I've made no secrets my entire life. I have very few musical heroes. One, of course, was my granny. And one was my father. And one was Pete Seeger. And one was Liam Clancy. I adored Liam Clancy, but it wasn't always that way. When he and my father started singing back together in the 70s, he used to come and stay at our house, and he always got my bed. And it put me out with the dog. One day, my father knew Liam loved the sea, and they had the day off, so he said, let's go out to Nubble Lighthouse up on the coast of Maine.
Woo!
You know it?
Yes!
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, we all piled into the old station wagon, the old brown wooden paneled station wagon. Everybody had those?
Yeah.
But before he got in, Liam looked right at me, and he ran back in the house, and he came out with a toothpick, and he put it in his pocket. I thought this very strange. Well, we get up to the lighthouse, and my brothers and my sister and me are running around on the rocks, and we're looking in tide pools, and Liam Clancy calls me over. Rory, come here. So I go running over. Yes, Liam. And he bends down, and he picks up a snail off a rock. And he says, what would you call that? I said, I'd call that a snail. He said, of course not, Rory. That is a periwinkle. Or what my brother Tom would call a shalaky bookie. Do you remember that? Shalaky, shalaky bookie, put out all your horns. All the ladies are coming to see ya. Try it. Shalaky, shalaky bookie, put out all your horns. All the ladies are coming to see ya. And at that, he pulls out the toothpick, and he pulls the snail out of the shell, and he looks right at me and says, and they taste best if you let them crawl down on their own. I said, that man is my hero. He could deliver a song, boy, like nobody's business. And one of his most popular songs was written by a man from Chicago named Michael Smith. So I'm going to do it for Liam Clancy and for Michael. Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. That's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast. She believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snows. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his hat and coat are patched with love that Margaret sewed in. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again, through unforgiving streets that tremble though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks that he's alone, and he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The windmills swirl the winter in, she winds his muffler tighter, and they sit in the kitchen. And the tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name, she makes his bed up, humming some old love song. She learned it when the tune was very new. He hums a line or two, they hum together in the night. The Dutchman falls asleep, and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the cider sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Now, let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the cider sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.